Wine's point of view. Today, I'm finally not late for college. I was standing in the hall waiting for my friend Anna. But where is she? This girl. Today I'm early and now she's the one who's late. Well, while I wait for her, let me introduce myself. My name is Vine. I'm 20 years old, and yes, I'm quite a beautiful girl. I study here at this college, and a lot of boys try to propose to me, but I always turn them down. Most boys are only interested in a girl's body or money, so I reject them without hesitation. Suddenly, I was interrupted. Excuse me. I turned to see who it was. Yes, I replied. Can you tell me the direction of 12th B class? He asked. Wine's point of view. Why did he ask me? He's so handsome with a mole under his lips. I groaned inwardly. Are you okay? He asked, snapping me out of my thoughts. My eyes widened and I quickly apologized. Sorry, I am actually going there too. Come, I will show you the way. He nodded and I started walking ahead of him, with him following behind. When we reached the class, I pointed it out. Here it is. You can go inside. I sat stepping aside. After you. He said with a smile, making me blush. I thanked him. Point of view, today is my first day at this college. I'm jungkook, 27 years old, and the new physics professor. I got transferred here, so it's my first day. When I entered the hall, I was looking for someone to ask for directions and saw a girl waiting and talking to herself. I asked for her help and she led me to the class. I don't know why, but I felt attracted to her. People think I'm gay because I have never had a girlfriend or been in a relationship, but today felt different. I entered the classroom. A cold but handsome man entered the room where all the students were sitting, talking and gossiping. The moment he walked in, everyone stopped talking and the girls started whispering. Wow, he's so handsome. Eva said to her friend sitting beside her. Oh, yeah, I can see that too. Amelia replied. Not just them, every girl in the class and even some boys were drooling over him. Jungkook cleared his throat. Hello, class. I'm Jungkook, your physics professor. Your previous professor is not well, so I will teach you. Jungkook's point of view. Now, open your textbooks to chapter 1. I instructed, my voice firm yet calm. The students quickly complied. Shuffling through their books, I noticed the girl from earlier sitting near the front, her eyes focused intently on the textbook. There was something about her that drew me in, but I had to keep my composure and professionalism. Wine's point of view. As he started the lecture, I couldn't help but steal glances at him. He carried himself with such confidence and grace, making it hard to believe he was a new professor. His voice was captivating, and I found myself getting lost in his words. Even if they were about physics. Wine, are you following? Jungkook's voice suddenly directed at me, pulling me back to reality. Yes, professor. I replied quickly, feeling a blush creep up my cheeks. The class went on, and I tried my best to focus on the subject rather than the man teaching it. When the bell rang, signaling the end of the period, everyone started packing up their things. Ryan, can I see you for a moment? Jungkook asked, stopping me in my tracks. Sure, professor, I said. Walking up to his desk, he looked at me with those intense eyes, and I felt my heart race. I wanted to apologize if I seemed a bit harsh earlier. It's just my way of ensuring students stay engaged. Oh no, it's fine. I understand. I said, trying to sound calm. Good. I will see you in the next class then. He said with a smile that made my heart flutter. Jungkook's point of view. As he walked away, I couldn't help but watch her. There was something special about her, something that made me feel different. I knew I had to keep my distance, but a part of me wanted to get to know her more. The rest of the day went by in a blur. I had more classes to teach and meetings to attend, but wine stayed on my mind. Wine's point of view. I met up with Anna after class and we headed to the cafeteria. You won't believe who the new physics professor is. I sat barely containing my excitement. Who? Anna asked, her curiosity piqued. Jungkook, and he's incredibly handsome. I sat feeling my cheeks heat up again. Seriously? Now I'm excited for physics, she replied with a laugh as we sat down with our food. I couldn't stop thinking about him. It was going to be an interesting semester, to say the least. Jungkook's point of view. Later that evening, as I sat in my office, reviewing the day's notes, I found myself thinking about wine again. I shook my head trying to focus on work. I had to maintain my professionalism no matter how drawn I felt to her. Little did I know this was just the beginning of something that would change both of our lives forever. Wine's point of view, a month had passed since Jungkook became our physics professor, and every class was an exercise in self control. Today, however, was different. As I walked into the classroom, I noticed Jungkook wearing pants that were tighter than usual, accentuating his muscular thighs. I couldn't help but stare during the entire lecture, my eyes drawn to him more than ever. I tried to focus on the lesson, but my thoughts kept drifting back to him. His confidence, his intelligence, and now his incredible physique. Everything about him was captivating. As the lecture ended and the students began to leave, I noticed Chunk looking directly at me. My heart raced as he approached. Ryan, can you come to my office for a moment? I need to discuss something with you. He said, his tone leaving no room for refusal. Sure, Professor. I replied, my voice barely above a whisper. In Jungkook's office, I walked into his office, the door closing behind me with a soft click. Jungkook leaned against his desk, his eyes fixed on me. The air between us was thick with unspoken tension. I noticed you were a bit distracted during the lecture, he said, his voice low and smooth. I'm sorry, Professor, I didn't mean to. I stuttered, but he cut me off. Why, there is something I need to confess, he said, stepping closer. I have been drawn to you since the day we met. It's been hard to stay professional, but I can't hide my feelings anymore. My breath hitched as he moved even closer, his face inches from mine. Jungkook. Before I could finish, his lips were on mine. The kiss deep and passionate, I melted into him. My hands clutching at his shirt, he pulled me closer, his hands exploring my body with an intensity that left me breathless. He broke the kiss, his eyes dark with desire. I have wanted you for so long. Why, let me show you how much. His lips found mine again, more urgent this time. He guided me to his desk. Lifting me onto it effortlessly, his hands roamed my body, making me shiver with anticipation. We spent what felt like an eternity wrapped up in each other, exploring, touching, kissing. It was everything I had securely wanted and more. Later, as we lay entwined in each other's arms, the reality of what had just happened began to sink in. Jungkook looked at me, his expression softening. Wine, I love you, he confessed, his voice filled with emotion. I have been fighting these feelings, but I can't anymore. Tears filled my eyes as I looked at him. I love you too, Jungkook. I was just too scared to admit it. He kissed me gently, his lips lingering on mine. Then we will face this together. No more hiding. In that moment, I knew that my life had changed forever. We had crossed a line, but it felt like we were exactly where we were meant to be. The next day, I walked into the cafeteria with Anna, feeling lighter than I had in months. However, the sight that greeted me wiped the smile off my face. Jungkook was sitting with Eva. One of the prettiest girls in our class, and she was laughing at something he said. My heart sank, jealousy gnawing at me. Wine, are you okay? And I asked, noticing my sudden change in mood. Yeah, just I need to talk to the professor about something. I mumbled, making my way over to them. Good morning, professor. I said, forcing a smile. Good morning. Wine, he replied, his eyes lighting up when he saw me. But Eva's presence was a stark reminder that he wasn't just mine. What are you doing here? I asked, trying to keep my tone casual. Oh, just discussing some projects details with Eva, Jungkook explained. Oblivious to my jealousy, Eva smirked, clearly enjoying my discomfort. Yes, Professor, Jungkook has been so helpful. I don't know what I would do without him. Well, I need to discuss something important too. I said, my voice firmer. Can we talk in your office? Of course, fine. Excuse us, Eva. Jungkook sat standing up. As we walked to his office, I couldn't hold back my longer. Why were you with her? I blurted out. Why are you jealous? Jungkook asked. Of course I am. Seeing you with her made me feel insecure. I admitted, tears welling up in my eyes. Jungkook cupped my face in his hands. Wine, you have nothing to worry about. Eva means nothing to me. It's you I care about. You I want. He kissed me softly at first, then deeper, reassuring me with every touch. I love you, wine only you. I love you too, Jungkook, I whispered against his lips. Later that evening, we decided to meet at his place to talk and spend some time together. As soon as I walked in, he pulled me into his arms, kissing me passionately. The tension, the jealousy, everything melted away in that moment. I want you to know, Wyan, he said between kisses, that no one else will ever come between us. I know, Jungkook. I replied, feeling his love and commitment. We spent the night together, tangled in each other's arms, our love stronger than ever. The jealousy and doubts were gone, replaced by a deep, unshakable bond. We knew that no matter what came our way, we would face it together.